Ahoy! Welcome back to the North. It's NWT Kid, and in today's episode, we're looking at the Minecraft server. This is a server that me and my friends play on, and we're just gonna take a quick tour to cement the time passage of this server, I guess. This is the third time I've made a video on the server. The first time was when the tree was made there, and then a quick tour video of things I built. But this time around, we're going to do a thorough look at things and look at more structures with Al Capone today. Now, this server was originally made in 2018. This house here, that map's new. We'll look at it closer later, but that house there was made in 2018, and then I owned the server for about 2 years, and since then, my roommate has been the admin, so they mostly control most of everything. But regardless, they've done an awesome job keeping this place looking pretty tip-top shape and added a lot. Let's go through it, starting with one of their creations here. This is the axolotl cave, pretty sure made right at the beginning of the newest. When the axolotls were first made, there was a tadpole fiasco. We didn't really realize that tadpoles were enemies to axolotls. And then a sanctuary right here of sniffers. Kind of a useless mob if you ask me, but yeah, there's the admin's house, and then a turtle sanctuary. We'll look at that in a moment. Here's a temple. I actually pre-recorded most of this, so I actually did not go into that temple in the time of this recording. There used to be a donkey or a horse inside that boat there, but unfortunately, because of updates, they don't allow that anymore, so I was pretty sad about that, because that was a frequent thing we just lost. Here's another pretty cool place. I like the inside of this interior, checkered, as well as a place where I steal enchants. This is the only place where there's enchants to do trades for. One of these days I'll make an effort to go and do that myself. Over the years there's been, I don't know, about 10 people plus on Chungus Craft, and I thought, well, no one's documenting it other than me, so here we are, episode 3 of Chungus Craft here on NWT Kid Games and such. Finally actually putting some games on the channel. Most of the time it's vlogs here. If you like gaming, maybe give this a thumbs up. That kind of indicates that maybe I should do this more. You can also give that a thumbs down, and then, I won't even see that, so I love how that doesn't matter. This is the polar bear and goat sanctuary, recently added. My frame rates are not the greatest on this computer, but it was the best I had at the time of wanting to play some Minecraft at the moment of the spur. Here we are. This was an interesting build, because at the very top of this build there, that stuff right up there is frog blight. That's a really hard block to get, and I don't understand why it's so hard, but it's in there. Man, there's a lot of stuff around here right at spawn these days. It's pretty sick. Here's some catacombs made by, his name's Matt. Yeah, he's pretty sick. I didn't script any of this. I'm just messing around with Al Capone, looking at things. So that marketplace was there last time. That's new. I didn't get off the horse right. Whatever. I didn't go and do a lot of these buildings. Maybe I'll do that next time. Once again, I'm not playing currently. I'm just doing a voiceover here. Drinking Monster. That house was just recently built in the server in 2023. This is also a new rendition being worked on. That's right at spawn as well, which is kind of neat. I always like when things are close by. Now this area is mostly... let's go back and check out spawn for a moment. So that is spawn. If you notice into the top left, we do have coordinates on 0069. Now this area is basically spots that I've worked on. I'm working on building a castle. Hopefully in the next video that castle will be done. Here is 2 buildings that I've currently built. There was a fire during 2023, and during the fire I went to a town called Grand Prairie, bought a book called Micro Builds, and then there was a page in that, and I built this whole place identical to that build in that book. This here I stole from an Instagram post. It looks pretty similar. I just want like a flower shop, mostly just some place where I can make yellow dye. I needed yellow dye and white dye, so this was the specific spot. You have to make each one of these specific to where flower, I don't know, every single flower has a different, spawns in a different biome. So for this biome it's white and yellow, so that's why it's ideal for me there. Not to go too specific about that. That's very specific actually. One day there's going to probably be something there, like a fishing village, I'd like to think. I'd like to show this in RTX next time too. Here's a little build I've been working on. Poochie, the Littlest Hobo. That's based off The Littlest Hobo. That was a TV show in the 80s. I never saw it, but my parents would always talk about it. So yeah, that's a working build. I started that during COVID, which was a while back now. I like this little cottage. It's very cottagecore. And then I want to show this build here, because I recently did this during the summer as well, I believe. Maybe it was the fall, but this is from the very first Minecraft book. If you look at the very first creativity book that was made by Notch back in like 2012 or whatever, it shows this. And I made that by scale, and it was a really, really bad book because it doesn't tell you like placement of scale. You have to just really stare hard at those illustrations and images, and just, it's not ideal. But I did it just from the book. Probably could have did it off the internet, but I didn't. I've already left that building a while back. There's a TNT farm, which is not really operable. You have to have a trident to make it work. Anyways, let's just stop and take a look at the map. Maps are pretty sick in Minecraft, so the fact that you can just keep on expanding it tells a bit of a tale. Fascinating. There's a chicken farm down there. That's about it. That is also a bone meal farm. I've showcased this in the last build. It was basically just a place where I was going to have the merchants, but zombies keep on killing the merchants, so it never was ideal. Well, we might as well go take a quick gander at the iron farm. This was still kind of in operation, or not in operation, it's still being made. As you can see, there's no stairwell. The villagers are all up there. As of version 1.20, this is the way that iron farms work. Villagers work on a scale of how afraid they are, I believe. So, no, I don't even know actually on Bedrock. Okay, well, anyways, this is the old iron farm from 1.17. You have to update them all the time, and for this specific one, I was able to have it down and underground. You can't do that anymore though. They have to be above ground, the iron farms. This is the main storage. Everyone hangs out here. Dark Toro. Unfortunately, original Toro tried to swim in lava. More maps. And I think that's about it. Well, there's more, but that's all I'm showcasing here. Next up, backrooms. So the last time I showed off an area which was going to be a nether hub. Unfortunately, the nether hub just kept on blowing up on me and never worked out, so I made a backrooms kind of nether hub. Also, because there's rug here, pigmen can't really spawn here. There is one room where they can spawn close by. I'll have to patch that eventually. But this kind of just gives that vibes of liminal spaces. This took a lot of resources. I have a roommate, and I just asked him, like, can you just get me... Well, he said, like, you want to play some video games? And I said, yeah. Can you get me some wood? And he obliged. Fucking mad lad. Ever grateful for that. Okay, well, this is the back rooms. And finally, let's go and just kind of explore with an elytra through what we just all went through. Hopefully this will be more extravagant next time we do this. Until next time, though, this has been a fun time looking at Chungus Craft, my own personal server with my friends and gang, and yeah, this is the stories and adventures. Maybe this, you know, got you wanting to make some Minecraft, get into it with your friends. This is just off Bedrock. You can buy a server for like, I think $5. I don't know, it's got to be like $10 now. Somewhere in that price range a month to be able to do stuff like this. But look at all these memories, all these cool builds from all these different people. This wasn't just me. So that's pretty cool, if you ask me. It's pretty sick having elytra with mending. I gotta tell you, that's the one thing that you need in this game. Okay, until next time.